Hello everyone. This time we will talk about the Jinshin War. The Jinshin War is said to be the largest civil war in ancient times, occurring during the Asuka period. The people who fought were Prince Ōtomo and Prince Ōama. Prince Ōama was victorious in this battle. After the battle, Prince Ōama ascended to the throne and became Emperor Tenmu. Then, the descendants of Emperor Tenmu created history up to the Nara period. Now, I would like to explain the Jinshin War. First, you need to know who the two men who fought there, Prince Ōtomo and Prince Ōama, were. So, first I will explain about Prince Ōtomo and Prince Ōama. Prince Ōama, who won the Jinshin War, was the younger brother of Emperor Tenji. Prince Ōtomo, who was defeated in the Jinshin War, was the son of Emperor Tenji. In other words, the two of them are uncle and nephew. I have previously written a video explaining about Emperor Tenji, so please take a look at that. The reason they ended up fighting was the dispute over the succession to Emperor Tenji. In other words, the question is which of them will be the next emperor of Japan after Emperor Tenji. From a modern perspective, it seems natural that the emperor of Japan's son, Prince Ōtomo, would succeed him. However, the imperial succession at that time was different from today. At the time, it was common for a powerful member of the imperial family to succeed him. In other words, Prince Ōama had a good chance of succeeding to the throne. As I mentioned at the beginning, the Jinshin War ultimately ended with Prince Ōama's victory. There is a saying that goes, "The winner is right." As the saying goes, history is written by the victors. So, in this case, history was written based on Prince Ōama's assertions. Prince Ōtomo, the loser, probably also had many claims to make. But since he's dead, it's gone. The dead cannot speak. Because of this, the story I am about to tell will lean towards Prince Ōama's side of the story. Please understand that before listening to my explanation. The Jinshin War began with the death of Emperor Tenji in 672. On his deathbed, Emperor Tenji tried to invite his younger brother, Prince Ōama, to his bedside. He sent a man named Soga no Yasumaru as an envoy to Prince Ōama. But before he entered the room, Soga no Yasumaru advised Prince Ōama to be careful with his words. When Prince Ōama heard this, he felt that there was something ulterior motive behind it and timidly entered the room. So Emperor Tenji told him, "I don't have much time left to live." He said, "I leave the rest to you," and tried to make Prince Ōama his next successor. However, there was a reason behind this. Emperor Tenji's true intention was to make his son, Prince Ōtomo, his successor. Emperor Tenji deliberately tested Prince Ōama by offering him a good deal. Prince Ōama, who felt there was some ulterior motive behind this, became aware of this and declined to become Emperor Tenji's successor. If Prince Ōama had said that he would succeed to the throne, Prince Ōama might have been killed. Furthermore, Prince Ōama recommended that Emperor Tenji's empress, Yamatohan no Okami, be enthroned. He also said that it would be better to leave politics to Prince Ōtomo. He said, "I'm going to become a monk," and shaved his head. In this way, Prince Ōama made it clear that he had no interest in the throne. Then he left Atsu Palace with several messengers and headed for Yoshino in the cold winter. Soga no Ake, who was accompanying him to see him off, said, "This is like giving wings to a tiger and letting it go." He seemed anxious about what lay ahead. A few days later, Emperor Tenji passed away. Thus, Prince Ōtomo was in Atsu Palace and Prince Ōama was in Yoshino. Prince Ōtomo gathered people together to build a tomb for the deceased Emperor Tenji, and he built a grave at Yamashina. However, Prince Ōama was worried about this. From Prince Ōama's perspective, Prince Ōtomo gathering people together also looked like he was gathering an army. In addition, a watchtower was installed on the road between Omi and Yoshino. His suspicions turned to certainty. "If I do nothing, I will be destroyed." Thinking along these lines, Prince Ōama finally raised an army. This was the beginning of the Jinshin War. Prince Ōama had territory in Mingyo Province, which is now around Gifu Prefecture. He made plans to use the area as a base to fight against Prince Ōtomo. This is the relative position when viewed on a map. This meant that Prince Ōama first had to travel to his own territory. First, Prince Ōama sent a man named Murakami no Ōori to Mingyo Province. The mission given to him was to gather troops in the area surrounding Minyo province. The plan was to use those soldiers to block the road of Fuwa. Road of Fuwa was a road located where the Battle of Sekigahara would later take place. There is a mountain called Ōama where legend has it that Prince Ōama distributed peaches to his soldiers. By blocking off this area, he cut off information from Prince Ōtomo's side. Thus, Prince Ōama dispatched Murakami no Ōori as an advance party to Minyo. Prince Ōama then escaped from Yoshino. On this occasion, Prince Ōama thought that he would like to use a horse if possible. He sent a messenger to Asuka requesting the use of his horse. But they would not lend him a horse. In other words, Asuka supported Prince Ōtomo's side. So one of the messengers returned to report that he had been unable to borrow a horse. The other headed for Omi, and the other one began secretly gathering allies in Asuka. What did the people who went to Omi do? This was to inform Prince Ōama's sons, who still remained in Omi, of the uprising and encourage them to join in. Thus Prince Ōama escaped from Yoshino. Along the way, he was joined by his sons who had fled from Omi, and so they arrived in Minyo province. Thus the operation moved on to the second phase. What exactly was the second phase of Prince Ōama's plan? This involved sending messengers to the Tokaido and Tosando to gather troops. Prince Ōama gathered people from the eastern provinces and mobilized them into an army. Furthermore, he handed over command of the military to his son, Prince Takechi. As a result, the Jinshin War became a Prince Ōtomo. And so a situation was created in which Prince Ōama existed as a being who transcended that conflict. As a result, after Prince Ōama's later victory, a position higher than the previous title of Okami was created. The name Emperor of Japan came to be used for this. The presence of Asuka greatly influenced the outcome of the Jinshin War. Let's say Prince Ōtomo was in control of Asuka. Prince Ōama was then forced to two-front war. Conversely, let's say Prince Ōama had control of Asuka. This meant that Prince Ōtomo was forced to two-front war. For these reasons, Asuka was an important place for both sides. So, a battle for Asuka ensued between the two armies. As I said earlier, Asuka at this time was on the side of Prince Ōtomo. However, a surprise attack was launched by Prince Ōama's forces. Asuka was then taken over by Prince Ōama. The man who played an active role in this surprise attack was a man named Ōtomo no Hike. So he was appointed as the shogun of the Asuka region. The plan was to attack Omi from both sides with Ōtomo no Hike in the south and Murakami no Ōori in the east. As I said earlier, Asuka was also an important place for Prince Ōtomo. So he tried to get Asuka back somehow. However, Ōtomo no Hike's efforts and luck were on Prince Ōama's side. Prince Ōtomo was unable to recapture Asuka. Murakami no Ōori confirmed that his allies had taken control of Asuka. Finally, he marched his troops to Atsu Palace. Prince Ōtomo's forces also continued to put up a desperate resistance. However, Murakami no Ōori won every match. He finally approached Cedar Bridge. The Battle of Cedar Bridge is said to have been the fiercest battle during the Jinshin War. Prince Ōtomo was cornered and in a desperate situation. Therefore, it was an all-out war, with Prince Ōtomo himself taking the lead. Prince Ōtomo removed the bridge planks and set up an ambush to prevent the enemy from crossing Cedar Bridge. Prince Ōama's troops charged there many times. But the soldiers were killed by a hail of arrows, or they fell off a bridge and drowned. Then, a man named Okita no Kimiwakami appeared. He let out a roar as he charged across the bridge. He continued across the bridge, unmindful of the arrows that hit him. And finally he crossed the bridge. This prompted Prince Ōama's forces to charge in as if following his lead. The forces on Prince Ōtomo's side also tried to regain their footing. However, their valiant efforts were in vain and they were defeated. Enemy forces were also approaching from the north side of Biwa Lake. The troops in Asuka also occupied Naniwa and Yamazaki. Prince Ōtomo had nowhere to run. Prince Ōtomo, wanting to at least die with honor, sent an envoy to Murakami no Ōori. Murakami no Ōori listened and stopped the army's attack. Prince Ōtomo climbed the mountain and committed suicide by hanging himself. Atsu Palace fell and the Jinshin War ended with Prince Ōama's victory. How was that? Thus victorious, Prince Ōama returned from Fuwa to Asuka, where he ascended to the throne as Emperor Tenmu. In the next video, I will talk about Emperor Tenmu and Empress Jita. See you in the next video.